everybody, it's Reckless and welcome to Breaking the Fourth Wall. So today I wanted to talk about a few things about Destiny 2 that I haven't touched on yet or that just came up within the last few days. Briefly, I am going to talk about the Darkness, Eris Morn, the Taken, the Consul, the Iron Guard, Recoil on weapons for PC versus consoles, as well as what us Year 1 Destiny veterans are getting for Destiny 2. So let's get into it. Now, all links to everything that I will be talking about will be in the description. First off, let's talk about the Darkness. In an interview with Kotaku, Luke Smith, who is the game director for Destiny 2, confirmed that Bungie didn't know what the Darkness actually was in the original Destiny. Great, because neither did we. And instead, the Darkness was a vague term used to describe all of the Destiny enemies, which include the Fallen, Hive, Cabal, Vex, and the Taken. To make things easier for everyone, Bungie is going to remove any and all references of the Darkness in Destiny 2. Luke Smith said, and I quote, "And what we are doing with Destiny 2 is, we are deliberately telling a story about the light and what it means to be chosen. And as such, we're in the process of removing the term Darkness from the game. Because when we're going to talk about Darkness next, we need to know what it is and have a plan for it. And we do." End quote. Next, we are going to talk about that ever so sexy beast, Eris Morn. This actually happens to be Lita Cosplay, who is an actual person dressed as Eris Morn. Shout out to her. So, in an interview with PC Gamer, David Shaw, who is the PC lead for Destiny 2, said this, quote, "We haven't shown Eris in anything. I don't even know if Eris is in the game. But there's lots of characters and we recognize that they're powerful. But we're still telling your story, so we're trying to make sure that we focus and really leverage those characters to help us tell your story. We've got more cinematics than we've ever shipped. I think you're going to find that it's a totally different feel." End quote. According to the Destiny lore, Eris left before the Cabal invasion in order to look for more ways to destroy the Hive. So, she may or may not even return in Destiny 2. Now, the Taken are back, but now that we've killed that bastard Oryx, we have no idea who is actually leading them. Knowing Bungie, they probably would make a Taken Scion the leader for comedic value. You know, just like one of those little guys. From what we know, we will be able to fight the Taken in the PlayStation exclusive strike, Lake of Shadows. Sorry, PC and Xbox, you'll get it next year. Now, as of right now, the strike is the only appearance that we know that the Taken will be in. No word just yet if the Taken will appear somewhere or anywhere in the story mission. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if the Consul is the one controlling the Taken, as well as making Gaul, aka Gary, his little puppet. Speaking of the Consul, who is voice acted by Frank Langella, not too long ago, the full cast and crew for Destiny 2 has been released. This means that the Consul has a voice, but we are not sure if he has a face. What I mean by this is, we aren't sure how Gaul will communicate with the Consul. It could be over radio transmissions or via holograms like in Star Wars. Darth Maul is such a badass. Moving on. Now, this is not the full cast and crew because there are still a lot of NPCs that are in the story and side missions we have to interact with that are not listed. More than likely, Bungie is going to release the rest of the cast names in time. Now, let's talk about the Iron Guard. As some of you already know, the Iron Guard is a new character and is voiced by Bob Carter in Destiny 2. But there is really nothing else out there that we know about this character just yet. I doubt that we will find out anything in the beta, and unfortunately, we may have to wait until the game is actually released in September. Next, in an interview with PvP Live, we have some interesting goodies, yeah I said it, goodies, about weapon recoil for console as well as PC. Mark Noseworthy, who is Destiny 2's project lead, has this to say, quote, "There is no recoil on guns on PC because recoil on the controller feels really good. I'm firing, oh, I'm losing control of my gun a little bit. That feels great, especially with magnetism and all the magic in the controller that makes you feel it. With a mouse and keyboard, you don't want the mouse moving without you moving it, so recoil doesn't feel good. So, there is no recoil on PC." End quote. However, shortly after that interview, David Shaw, who I mentioned earlier, took to Twitter and said, quote, "Recoil model on PC is modified heavily on PC for awesome mouse and keyboard gameplay that feels like Destiny. But we still have Recoil, end quote. So that does clarify that there is Recoil in Destiny 2 for PC. And for the last bit of news, yesterday Bungie finally posted the rewards that us Year 1 Destiny players or veterans will get in Destiny 2. Bungie has given all us Year 1 Destiny veterans several emblems to show that we have been there from the start. Now, these emblems aren't just given to you. You would have to meet the requirement of each emblem, and they are as thus. For the Laurel Triumphant emblem, you needed to complete a moment of triumph during Destiny's first year. For the Loria Prima 2 emblem, you needed to complete all 10 moments of triumph during Destiny's first year. For the Slayer of Oryx emblem, you owned the Taken King and completed a moment of triumph during Destiny's second year. For the Heard the Call emblem, you owned the Taken King and completed all 8 moments of triumph during Destiny's second year. For the Young Wolf emblem, you owned Rise of Iron and reached rank 2 in the Age of Triumph record book. For the Saladin's Pride emblem, you owned Rise of Iron and reached rank 7 in the Age of Triumph record book. And for the last one, which is the Lore Scholar emblem, you achieved a Grimoire score of over 5,000 in Destiny 1. Now all of this has to be done before August 1st, 2017. As for the first 4 emblems, if you have not completed those tasks, you are SOL because you can't do those now. I hope you are listening, Bungie. Truthfully, I am pretty sure a lot of people don't give 2 shits about these emblems, and for the reason being that because we are going to be constantly changing our emblems as we play Destiny 2. So giving us all those emblems kind of makes no sense. It would have been better if Bungie added a symbol or a badge next to our name that we could toggle on and off to show that yes, we are a Year 1 Destiny veteran. But guys, let me know your thoughts on anything that I talked about in this video in the comments below. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Like the video if you liked it, share it if you thought it was helpful, subscribe and turn on your notifications in order to keep up to date with all of my videos. Feedback in the comments definitely helps the channel to grow. Thank you guys for all of your support. I'm Reckless, and remember, own your success, and I will see you guys next time.